photography, I have again with me Dolani from Studio3000, who is a veteran in the industry. Hi Dolani.
Hi.
Last week you told me about the products you use, actually the equipment you use, and you said that you use Canon.
Yes.
Why do you use Canon?
When you talk about Canon, the main reason why we like Canon, it's more harder, as I told even last episode.
Yeah.
So more than the harder part of it, it's user friendly.
Yeah.
And for our climatic conditions, our skin tone especially, because now it's made for white skin, but it really absorbs well our skin tones. And our brides actually, they are with heavy jewelry, and the clarity, the sharpness, the speed, there's so much to talk about Canon. So that's the other reason why we totally depend on Canon. And the lens quality, and even a macro shot if you just take, it's just unbelievable, the quality and the sharpness. Yeah. And the best part of it is we have so many weddings in Sri Lanka, so we really depend on our cameras. Yeah. So when it comes to Canon, less repairs, we are totally happy with its durability.
Yeah.
It's really long lasting.
Yeah, so it's probably exactly what you expect a camera to do.
Yes, yes.
Weddings, you see a lot of friends trying to take pictures of their friends obviously getting married.
Yeah.
And they might have really good cameras, but they might not know how to really use them.
Yeah, that's what I really like. That's the reason I told you. With Canon, it's very user friendly, and I think with the latest technology, you can upload then and there your pictures on FB with the Canon technology so much. And even for an amateur, I think Canon is the best brand.
Yeah.
Reason why the pictures are so beautiful once it's taken, and because of its like easier options, you really can click your shots in a easier way.
Yeah.
I mean, like by reading the manual and then doing lot of taking a lot of test shots.
Yeah.
You can really take good pictures. So and then with whatever the lighting condition, I think Canon is really supportive even with a low light condition. So you really don't have to use your camera in auto mode or whatever, because it has the ISO level. Even for amateur cameras, there's a better ISO level. So with that, you really can do wonders with Canon.
Yeah, so basically you don't really have to focus on the light and things like that with the camera.
Yeah, I mean light, yes, if it is during daylight, yes, you really can balance daylight and your ISO level. Yeah. And take a good picture. But even say if it is in the dark, with its built-in options, and the flash,
yeah,
you really can take good shots.
I've also heard that, like, you know, since we're not really fair, and since we are Asians basically,
yeah,
the fact that we wear white, like the bride wears a white color, and it must be really hard for you all to take pictures because of the color.
Yeah, that's what's really now with Canon. Now, as professionals, we don't use much built-in flash, or even during our photo shoot, we make sure to use a very not a hard light. Yeah. Just a fill light. So with that, we balance the daylight and the ISO level. And with Canon, because though it's made for white skin and Europe, I mean, like, even if you shoot a foreigner with Canon, I feel that it comes out in a really a glamorous way. Yeah. I truly believe that with the lens quality and with its clarity. But our skin tone, with these heavy jewelry and white, we really have to capture the proper white. Yeah. So it's not an easy task, but that's the reason why we balance the fill light and the daylight. Yeah. So with that, you get the exact skin tone, and our brides really, like, majority of our grooms and brides, they want to look fairer. Yeah. So basically, like, at every wedding, the bride is like really dress well, and the groom is just a normal skin tone.
Yeah.
So you have to use a special filter to make them look smoother, and you know, like just to make them look really soft.
Yeah.
So there are so much of techniques where we use, but we don't like that is with its built-in options, and by balancing the daylight, we do those. So even for photographers, like that's why like most of our photographers are like Canon users.
Yeah.
They use Canon. And even for amateurs, that's the reason why I always recommend Canon, because it captures well our Asian skin tone, whatever the lighting condition. Actually, this is my 12th year as a photographer, but our company is actually now 20 years.
Wow.
So my husband is in the industry for 20 years, and as a couple now we have been married for 12 years, and this is how, yes. As soon as I met him, I started photography.
So you picked it up based on what he was doing?
Yes, yes. And I was actually more into, I really liked it, but then I never had this intention of becoming a wedding photographer, but I truly enjoy it. And with day to day, you have to go on with buying new cameras. It's a very expensive industry.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you get to meet beautiful people, nice, you always get to see nice things.
Really?
So life is interesting.
Tell us, how is Studio3000 different from other studios? What's unique about Studio3000?
Actually, I guess it's the style that both of us follow. So we make sure that we do a lot of candid shots.
Okay.
We truly, I mean, believe in taking, like, not making the wedding like, you know, our culture is like with a lot of auspicious times, and you know, not our brides are not relaxed. So we make sure to give them, I mean, to take away that stress from them.
Alright.
So that's why we become friends during the shoot, and then even
so
afterwards.
I'm sure you become friends with them, and then your husband goes and shoots.
No, I mean, like, it's just that both of us have, like, even his clients are friendly with me. So I am friendly with his clients too. So it's, end of the day, it's ours. So it's just, you have to understand their feelings and ideas. So with that,
because it's a very sensitive
moment, and especially our culture.
Yeah.
So, and we have to be on time for church and on time for the chorus. So with all that, it's like a race on the day, but we make sure to capture it like without hassling anyone, without ruling their day, because I truly believe it's their day and we have to capture it like a report. It's like a report, just to cover that day to our best.
Yeah. So how do you all become very creative with the shots and all?
It's just that every day both of us, like,
I'm sure, like, because you all do so many weddings, I mean,
there are so many weddings, and we go on, like, we change, we move on with the technology, and it's just that being really friendly and stress-free, that's the other reason why we can make it really artistic.
Yeah.
So,
because you can't be monotonous, like, you know, from one thing to another.
And you can't be stiff in this profession. So with everything, I mean, like, from the outfits that we wear, to make sure that we are comfortable to capture it well. So that's the other reason, and we really don't believe in, like, we want to make it relaxed. So that it's her day, and you have to capture it like a report, as I said.
Exactly.
Without, like, you know, pressing the bride or the groom. Even if she gets delay or due to some reason, myself or Dinuka, we both make sure not to give that stress. So then,
because that would be only hard on her.
Yes, it's end of the day, it's her day. Whatever it is, it's our talent to capture it in the proper way. But for her, you shouldn't give that.
That's true.
Because it's not easy for her to handle on that day. So with those little tips, end of the day we create something different to us.
Thank you so much, Dulani, for coming today and giving us all this valuable advice.
Thank you so much.
We hope to see Dulani soon in a future episode of Colombo Fashion Forecast.